Hi there traders, let's talk about today trend lines. So this is gonna be our first video to talk about trend line, and let's delete everything and let's go here. So first of all, for me, I'm not personally trend line trader. Like, I see trend lines absolutely everywhere, but trend lines for me is because we have trend lines everywhere. That's mean trend lines actually gives more manipulation to the market, because there is so many people who is trading only the trend lines. But over the years I realize how much manipulation is around the trend line. So that's why, like, when I have level holder principle and let's say the Fibonacci principles playing together the same place where is trend line principle, then of course I'm gonna use the trend line principle extra, to gathering more information to supporting my thoughts. But just 100% trend lines, yeah, I don't know about that, because for those all those years when I'm trading, I see loads of manipulation around the trend line places. Maybe people don't know, but I see a lot. So let's take this trend line here. So first we have this trend line what is going straight up here. So let's talk about the trend line principle. What is trend line? So the first of all, so trend line is here. So what is very important is to realize, I'm gonna do just the trend line here, to realize those wicks what is holding together in the trend line. That's a very important place. So now we see all those little places, those wicks and wicks and wicks, and they are holding into the trend line. So let's go back here and let what we see here. So why I was using that place here, first of all, in the first thing, because when the market, I'm making everything like, let's say it's a live market. So that was the first place, and then we make this place, and then we make this place, and then we make this place. I'm looking market all the time left to the right, not right to the left, because like if you're training your muscle memory, you cannot do right to the left, because if you're going now in the current market, you don't see nothing what is in the right side. That's why you have to start developing your mindset already to left to the right. So what is happening here? So now we see we create something, and now we see respected, we have the manipulation, and now we retest with a little bit manipulation, market's going higher. Now the market is back the same place, and again wicks, bunch of wicks holding. You see how this wick is holding, it's holding on in a trend line, like it's holding here, same. Ooh, and look at this point. So now is the very good point, because exactly what I told before. Let's say you want to now trade here because you have breaking structure here, but what you see here, so most likely your take profit right now will be this high, and your stop loss will be around here. Let's go zoom a little bit in. So your stop loss gonna be maybe this one, the trend line stop loss. I think you're gonna take the last low here, and what you see right now, this one here. So pure manipulation. We break the highs and we break the lows same time, and now after that you see this one, how we break above it, and now we retest and going higher. But now I'm gonna show you something what maybe you don't see it before, but I see it. That's why I'm gonna show you. Now we're gonna use the Fibonacci, because we have the breaking structure higher, and what you see here, we have the 618 retest, and we have the level holder here. look at how beautiful now this trade is. So right now this trade you can stop out, and your trade was actually here. So this trade you can stop out. Now we're gonna delete this one, and now if you're patient, you see we retest, we retest the trend line, same time we retest the 618, and same times we retest the level holder with the breaking structure and the retest of the trend line. So now if you enter will be right now here, your stop loss gonna be the last week low, or actually let's look at the last week low, and now your take profit can be this one here, your Fibonacci one. And look at this trade now. So that's super important. You have much more confirmation around, here, not just I'm gonna just take the trend line. Like you can stop out loads of places here. Even this exactly, even this retest maybe here. You want to take this retest entry, and that wick get you out. And now the last break-in structure is this one here. So we break higher, and now we retest the trend line. That's gonna be your entry. You get a little bit profit, and then you get huge stop outs. Like even if you trade, your stop loss gonna be here, or you're gonna drag your stop loss a little bit lower because you're scared you get stop out again. And maybe you even change the position, like you have this, and now after the retest you're gonna go sell, and it's all gone already there. But yep, that's the first one. Oh, and the other thing is what they're gonna see. Let's gonna delete this one. What is happening here? So most people actually thinking that's the same thing. That's our trend line. But that is not the trend line. That's the trend line of the what? That's the trend line of the pattern. That's the those things are very different when we're talking about trend lines, because that's the pattern, and that's the bottom of the pattern, and that's the top of the pattern. And that's why we have the breaking structure, retest, and going lower. So there is loads of people who says that's the trend line, but maybe it is, but for me it's not. That's actually the market maker pattern here. So what we have here, so do we have some trend lines here? Not really, like very ding 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 ding. That's the trend line here. We're gonna create this trend line. Ding, ding. That's a nice trend line here. Ding, ding, going up, 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 up. Breaking structure, retest, and going lower. And what we have here, so we break the structure, and that was the full movement downside. And yeah, so that time we have the 618 rejection, we break the structure, retest, and we hit the take profit 4 in that time. And in the future we didn't hit take profit 4, but still something. So in that case you're gonna go back all the way here, and where was the last structure? So last structure was here. So if you're gonna take this zone here, so this is gonna be your take profits if you're gonna trade here, that zone. Short this position, stop loss in that point. Let's take so when you're gonna use the trend lines, you're gonna use the trend line stop loss too. So you're gonna take this wick high, and this is gonna be your take profit here. That's a nice trend line trade here. Trend lines. Here we have something with huge manipulation, not good at all. We have those retests to breaking up lower, but what we're gonna do actually was retest our level holder here. So we retest level holder and going higher. Going higher. Same thing, you know, it's not. Oh, same thing here. This is not the trend line. That's the market maker pattern. It's not the trend line. Oh, that's super volatile. Here is market just shooting higher and higher and higher with a little bit manipulation. No trend lines. No trend lines. Here we have something, but you know, it's not. It's, you know, it's not beautiful because, come on, it's yep, no. You know, here same thing. You know, if you're gonna trade this trend line here, like look at this, and look at this. You know, no good. You know, huge manipulation around the trend line. You know, oof. Not trend line trade, but absolutely beautiful Fibonacci trade. Like this one here is so beautiful. You know, 618 retest. But let's talk about trend lines. Here we see like this one here looks like super solid trend line, but manipulation again. You know, manipulation again. And what was happening? We retest the level of holder in the bottom, breaking structure downsides. I don't know, maybe people can say this can be something, but you know, we have the break and structure retest, and then we have nice movement downsides. Maybe there is something, not, you know, yeah, possible, but you know, we retest this holder here, rejected and rejected, and then we have confirmation with the trend line and going downsides. So, and we have this Fibonacci 618 retest here, so all three together. Not really trend lines, here maybe something, but yeah, again, you know, it's not very beautiful. Like those wicks are same place, so we can use this last wick. You know, we have the break and structure retest. Yeah, you know, something, definitely something. Going here, same thing. You know, absolutely the same thing. With, you know, huge manipulation. Not good. You know, we have the break and retest. So now, so basically what most people can do is they're going in the long and they get stop out here. Not good. You know, that's why if you're using just the principle of the trend line, I don't know, it's not very solid, to be honest. Here maybe it's something, you know, we're going opposite sides. You know, we break it, retest it, and then, you know, the same time when we retest, we create this level of holder. A little bit lower, this one. Ooh, this one here, and we have the retest, you know. It's the retest of the 618, you know, retest of the 618 level holder, and that thing is just mad. like every single trader, whatever, you know, you're trading, you know, like every single one gets stop out, and that's why we're never gonna trade when the market is outside of that zone. Oh, we're never gonna trade when market is outside that zone or outside that zone. Inside here, most likely we don't trade because it's, you know, it's stupidity. Here, same thing. We have the market maker pattern here. Ooh. Market maker pattern. Flat. Oh, and that's the current price. Same thing here. You know, we have, actually we don't even have, because that's not good here. We don't get the touch. That's not good. Trend lines all going nicely. You know, this one here, every single thing is going nicely. You know, retest here, take profit this one, retest here. Right now your take profit gonna be I don't see right now this one, but it's gonna be here. But then again, you know, if you hold too long, you get stopped out heavily. No trend lines. You know, maybe we have here something. Do we have some? Okay, we can take. Here we have something, you know, because like we see, we have this. We great here. We have the rejection, and now we have to break above, retest, and going higher. Most likely, your stop, take profit gonna be here. So they this retest. So the first retest, the second retest, third, fourth, and fifth retest. Yeah, I don't know. Let's say the first retest. Your stop loss gonna be trend. This one here. Bueno, good trade. Then the trend line is going. So when the resistance is turning around. You know, now we have the resistance trend line turning around, and now it's support, and it's retest even here. You know, why not to catch this movement? You know, we have the first break in structure, retest, and then we have this. You know, this price is squeezing together here, but we have again manipulation. Flat retest, break retest, and yeah, like if you no good. Can we see here something? So the resistance, touch. So you see how the resistance is touching here, fake out, break above, retest, going below, rejection, and rejection. Possible to get some good trades, one of those positions. And yeah, take profit gonna be this one here. And one of those retests. So basically, if you take all those trades right now, your stop loss gonna be anyway above it. So all those retests it's gonna hit the take profit. So here what we have, trend line again. So the trend line is here. Maybe. Yeah, let's do this because we have this one nicely. And then you know, we have this fake out pattern here, W pattern with this fake out. And this give you a nice confirmation, you know, on the weakness of the trend. And then pressing downsides, and here is something new actually, you know, something like that. It's like squeezing, and then this one is completing the pattern, and we retest and going down, you know, this one here, and we have huge movement downsides and huge movement downsides. Maybe some resistance trend lines here. Can we get those things? You know, we get those things. This one, breaking structure, fake out, back here. But this one is gonna be nice. And if you're gonna be, let's put this one here. Yeah, still good. And this one is nice. You know, one thing, how you found that your trend line is on the point, you found those things here. Like, you know, it's a super sharp there. You know, this retest entry here. You know, if you enter here right now, you might get stopped out, but here you have the second chance, and it was, you know, good chance, and your take profit gonna be back to the highs, and you know, it was solid trade. Your entry gonna be, you know, first you get stopped out, second retest entry, stop loss gonna be this one here, a little bit under, and your take profit back to this place. You know, beautiful trade. 10 risk reward ratio, like, ooh. And now you see the trend line is actually building up here. So let's look at this trend line. You see those wicks, they're all building up here. So now the main thing is to get those wicks super nicely lined up with some kind of different principles. Nicely breaking structure, retest. But I see something much more here. So I see something here more. So we have this one. That's the fake out, rejection, and retest. But there's definitely something what I see here. It's gonna be something like that. Because we have too many wicks inside this zone. But yeah, I don't know, it's gonna fake, it's faking out somewhere. But I see something inside, let's say you want, like, people are gonna use the, that's the right trend line 100%, but market makers, they're trying to fake out, and I see something here, they made something here, but it's not good at all. And same thing, if you bring this level holder, you see how the price is squeezing together between the level holder and the trend line, and it's breaking heavily downsides. Manipulation, and now we have some kind of movements, and then we have here, and now we are back in the same place. So trend lines. Oh, and the other thing is, what is very important is to see those hanging places. All those years I see when the price is doing something like that, and now the price is going down, but the wicks are still hanging, and the candlestick bodies are here, and the wick is still hanging here, and the body is here, and now the price is going higher. This hanging pattern, those things are, a lot everywhere. I was trading, let's go back, I was trading GJ with the same hanging pattern, where it was this one here. No, I have even box here. So yeah, that's the same thing. You see how this wick, it's hanging, it's not letting go, it's hanging, and it's so, it's still holding with two hands basically on the trend line, it's still hanging there. And I was doing actually the opposite too. We have this hanging here, and then we have exactly the hanging pattern here. See those wicks, it's still like holding with two hands in the trend line. That's I call it those hangings, and I see those things, and when I see those things, it's caught my attention. So right now I was using those things, and then we break the trend line, retest the trend line, and then we have this level holder, so we break the level holder, break the lows, and we have to retest, and I was trading back to the level holder. So I'm gonna finish trend line video today here. If you have some questions, leave in the comments. Let's talk about trend lines more, and yeah, thank you and ciao.